All right, welcome to another Rebel Tribe After Hours episode. And you know what that means. We're skipping all the formal stuff. I'm sitting here today with Moxie Meg, who showed up one day with breakfast burritos and something called Moxie sauce, which, frankly, in my book already qualifies her as a great guest.
Well, thank you.
We we actually met online and realized we probably needed to have a real conversation in person. So we grabbed some coffee and she brought burritos. Okay. So she brought burritos. That gets her on my list right there. And then we decided we should probably turn the microphones on and share all of this with the rest of the Rebel Tribe. So explain the burritos because they were so good.
All right. Well, I'm originally from Colorado, like we discussed, and there was nothing in this area that had a burrito just very similar to the one that I had in Colorado that I always enjoyed, like on a Friday when I got paid. Um, but they're actually really simple. They're just a tortilla and it's filled with soft potatoes. And then I put like different proteins in them. So I don't know which one you had, but like I do carnitas or chorizo or bacon, and my brand new one is the chicken and cilantro. But then on top of that, then it's also got egg in it for breakfast, or if it's like a brunch lunch, I just remove the egg. But then I sprinkle it with cheese, and then I drizzle it with the Moxie sauce, and I wrap it all up, and yeah, serve them hot. And then the Moxie sauce, that's actually my own recipe of the Colorado green chili sauce. It's not like your normal chili, chunky green chili. It is a green chili, but it's a green chili sauce because it doesn't have all the chunks in it, as you know. But I really loved the flavor. It was different than salsas. It's different than the enchilada sauce. It's different than most sauces. And so, but what I found out is I have to have, if I'm going to have Colorado green chili, I've got to have both kinds of peppers. I got to have the hatch chili from New Mexico and I have to have the Pueblo chili from Pueblo, Colorado. So I take those and I combine them with my secret ingredients and my secret recipe and mwah, Moxie mix sauce.
It is really good and it is totally different from any of the, when you go with the Mexican restaurants around here, whatever, and they ask if you want green sauce. I think that's all made out of tomatillos. But
Hmm.
so yeah, yours is totally different. And oh man, it's really good. It is
Did you
so
dip
good.
it? Did you dip the burrito? Did you? Because that's what I do. I'm like, it's a dippable
Oh
burrito.
no. No,
You
I
did
put
it?
it on a plate. I put it on a plate and poured the sauce that you sent with me over it. Okay. So, because I like the
Oh,
sauce. So I put it on a plate and then I just poured sauce all over it.
you just drenched it.
I did because I like the sauce. Okay. It's really good.
Yeah. So, and I found out I cannot grow those. So, because we've talked about us gardening and, doing herbs. And one year I did peppers and I tried to grow different peppers. Well, I can't grow the hatch chili, nor can I find them. But I also cannot find the Pueblo chilies,
Uh-huh.
because different than any other chili, they grow up. If you could see a picture of them, oh my gosh, they're amazing. They're like all red, but they clump up and they go up towards the sun. And that's why they're so special.
Okay, I'm taking this as a challenge because last year I grew, what did I grow? Oh, I grew, hang on a minute, moringa. Somebody told me that you couldn't grow moringa here, and I was like, well, why not? Yes, we can. And you can. It won't live to the winter, but I had fresh moringa all year because I grew it on my front porch. So
Oh,
I'm
wow.
accepting the challenge. Hatch chilies and Pueblo chilies. Okay, I have to find seeds or plants. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
don't get it mistaken though for poblano.
Oh
Poblano
no,
is
no.
different than pueblo.
Oh, I know. I love poblanos. I love
Okay.
poblanos.
I
But
grew
those are different.
poblanos. I grew poblanos and I was like, I just want to see what the flavor profile is. So I actually grew some and then I roasted them. And I did the same process as I did 15 bushels of Pueblo chilies. No, nothing like it. They're still in my freezer. I probably have to throw them. I'm like, that was a waste of time. But at least I know that it's not the same. I won't make that mistake again.
How did you get, I mean, what made you decide to start selling burritos? That's kind of a weird, I don't know. I mean, people, I don't know, they sell things, we're both in a lot of networking groups and things filled with entrepreneurs, but I think you're the only burrito entrepreneur that I know.
I'm the
So
only burrito lady. Actually, I got asked the other day, they're like, "Hey, are you the burrito lady?" I'm like, "Yep, I'll be your burrito lady." I guess they know what that is. And then somebody on Facebook actually had asked, they're like, "Hey, we're from Colorado and we used to be able to get these amazing burritos and chili, but we can't find them anywhere." Oh, no, I'm sorry. They were talking about tacos. And then somebody chimed in and said something about the burritos. And I was like, and it was from the town I'm from. And I was like, "Oh, I make burritos." But, anyways, to answer your question, um, I've taken a lot of different concepts of things that I've always cooked. I used to own a bar and restaurant in Colorado, and I bought it from somebody that had it already, the menu already established. So I didn't create anything from that or have any idea from that restaurant. But but then I was into like making shuffles because I told you I was keto at one point. And it's like one egg and half a cup of cheese, and you put it in like a little waffle maker. Well, my husband and my son were like, "Mom, you should really start a shuffle truck." And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't want another food truck. Like it's oversaturated in this area. All the food trucks, you know." And so then when I was thinking about Moxie Megs, I was like, what is something that I love that I can't have, but I know I can make? And then boom, that's what it was.
well, that's how we all got started, I think. What is something that we need or love or what that we can't find anywhere else? Oh, let me think.
Yeah.
I'll make it myself. That's what I'll do.
And
And then I'll
you
sell
know,
it.
and then I researched around here, like where you can buy breakfast burritos. Okay, there's tons of breakfast burritos, but not one of them have what I have in mind or come with what mine comes with, the Moxie sauce. So it was seriously that one prayer to start Moxie Megs. And it was like concept, prayer, concept, name, done. That's how fast it went.
Well, the burritos are yummy. I will give you that. And then what'd you say? You were going to do something. Hang on now. You gave me the name of it. Let me think. Baskets, something baskets.
Oh, my fresh find baskets.
There we go.
The fresh find. This is the one that you really like because it includes the farmers market.
Yes.
So those
Keep saving me a
baskets,
trip.
yeah, because what I found out, like n- people will go to the farmers market like you and me. You and I might be a little bit different because we actually have our bags and we go to check out and we scope and we like to look at new things. But I was doing some research as I was going to all these ones around here, and I was noticing people were just putting the same things. Like I would literally see people repeats, and I would see tomatoes, their greens, spring mix or whatever. Some might try something like zucchinis or something. But then there's all this other leftover stuff. Like I didn't see anybody pick up like chard or oh, kale. Like I didn't see anybody pick up kale. And then I didn't know like I didn't know what are they called? Squash blossoms?
Huh?
Have you ever had a squash blossom?
Yeah, you batter them and then fry it, and they're so good. Yes.
Yes. So I learned this, but when I went to the farmers market, they're like nobody had them except for one guy, and he goes, "Actually, if you come back next week, I'll make sure I bring a bunch to you." I was like, "Okay." So I went there, and all of a sudden there was baskets. Somebody else had baskets of them. So, but not one person picked those up. I did. So then I was like, well, why aren't these people picking up all this other stuff? There's so many nutrients, like eggplant. A lot of people aren't picking up eggplant. There's like all these different stuff. So I was like, how can we get good food to people's tables? They could go to the farmer's market, but I mean, not everybody goes to the farmer's market. So then I was like, okay, well, how can I introduce these into people's homes so that they'll cook with good food? Well, I don't know if people are just going to go. Some may. like you said, hey, if you don't have to go to the farmer's market every once in a while and you know exactly what you want, I could go pick it up and deliver it to you. But my whole thing is teaching people how to cook with those ingredients that are at the farmer's market. So I started introducing the concept into like real estate agents. Like, hey, if you got people coming, example, Colorado, there's different stuff there than there is here, vice versa. Like you've got a new homeowner and you know that they wanted to buy a house because of the kitchen. You call me, say, Megan, I want either tier one, tier two, or tier three, the size of the basket. I go to the farmer's market. I get it all nice and looking pretty. I add my personal Moxie Meg touches to it so that it's inviting. Some of them like come with chopsticks, but then I also create a recipe to go with the basket for the produce and everything that's in the basket. So then I tell you on the recipe card, hey, this is what's in the basket. This is, you don't have to go get it. And then this stuff you either have in your pantry or you might just have to go to the store and get it. But then I just explain how to use it. Like, yeah.
It's a cool idea, like a little welcome wagon kind of thing. Huh.
Yeah. So, like, real estate agents can do it, friend to friend can do it. There's a different, there's probably lots of different ways that you could probably use it because it is a gift basket at the end of the day. But
Huh.
I wanted it to be, I'm more convenience. So, Moxie Megs is all about convenience. Like, bringing you a hot burrito. That's a convenience. Somebody, why would you want cold food, Or I'm a convenience. So, same with the farmer's market. You got those people that are running around trying to do yard work. Well, oh my gosh, but Moxie Megs, she could just put stuff in a basket. She could bring it to us and she could probably teach us how to cook with it, if it's just random.
Okay, so I'm seeing like a YouTube channel in your future where you're like teaching people how to cook with stuff,
Yes.
with real food.
I've I've been kicking around that idea. At first, my husband was talking about reels. So I've got content for reels, but I want to be actively doing and talking, I guess. I don't want a food channel, but I want something like you're talking about.
Yeah, so teaching people how to, because I admit I don't know, I had to learn. I mean, kale, let's use kale because as soon as you said kale, I was remembering all the kale jokes. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
kale, kale. It's actually really good if you know how to prepare it, but
100%.
so many people don't, and they're just afraid to try it. Or what I had the other day that was, oh, I had a what's it called? A horned melon. I had a horned melon, which when you cut it in half, it looks like green jelly. It really does. It looks like lime green, so it's bright orange skin, and then you cut it open and it looks like bright green jelly inside. I'm looking
Does
at
it
this going, what
does
do
it
we
have
do
like
with
the
this?
does it have like the weird seeds in that jelly stuff?
Yeah, it's got seeds in it.
Is it in
And
the
I'm just,
jelly, like the gross looking jelly stuff?
uh-huh.
Okay, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about then. I was like, I'm trying to envision the horned melon. And did you
So
like
I'm
the
sitting
texture
here.
of it?
Well, I was looking at it going, okay, what do I do with this? So I had to get online and do a little research and I ended up putting it because I also had a guava that I bought because I love fresh guava. So I ended up mixing the horned melon and the guava. And what else did I put it? A sumo mandarin and a couple other anyway, I made like a fruit salad with some cottage cheese and all combined like that. The flavors were just wonderful and that jelly stuff. Okay. It tasted kind of like, I want to say almost like cucumbers. It had that kind of taste to it. It was kind of,
Hmm.
but combined with everything else, it was just like the little finishing touch and then all the textures together between the mandarin, which is kind of sweet and, it's a mandarin, so it's kind of sweet and juicy, and then the guava and then the jelly stuff from the horned melon. It was just really it was really good. I mean, it was amazing. It was really good. I'm looking at my husband going, I need to go get more of these because this is really good.
Did you
But
add like in the salad, did you like add a sugar base or an acid base or Like, how do the flavors blend? I'm just curious. Or did you just taste them individually?
No, I drizzled a little honey over it, but that's about it. I didn't do
Oh,
anything.
honey.
Yeah, I
Okay.
always I always have honey in the house. There's some great local sources for local honey around here, so I always have local sourced honey in the house. It's like my go-to sweetener for everything.
Do you
I don't
go,
like
do you get it like where you live? Like, or do you get it
um
down like further south?
no, I get it here. It's she's actually in Bentonville. The one I buy, she's in Bentonville. Her honey's in a store. What's the name of the store? It's right there close to Iron Horse, which is how I found it because I was supposed to meet somebody at Iron Horse and they were running late. So I went and browsed through a couple of the shops there near
Oh, and
Iron
like one of
Horse.
those little boutiques.
Yeah. And they had her
Okay.
honey in there. I was like, ooh. So I bought some and it's probably the best honey I've ever had, to be honest. It's really good. And of course, I can't remember her. I'd give her a little plug, but I can't remember her name.
Oops.
I know it's bad.
That's one of the things that I buy at the farmer's market is honey, raw local honey. Cause I can look on, cause it shows where it's made. And so like if it says Missouri, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
that's pointless if you want to talk about allergies or anything like that. It could still be good, but if you want to get the full benefits of it, I think it's better to get the local.
Yeah, she's in Bentonville, so yeah. And
That's totally
that's
local.
exactly
Yeah.
why. Yeah, I looked at that and was like, she's right here. So yeah. So yeah, and it's good stuff.
Yum. That sounds amazing.
It is. It's so good. It was so good. So yeah, so I love trying different things and I would love it if I could just like hop on your channel and go, "Okay, I got all this stuff. Now what do I do with it?"
Okay, well, that's definitely something. I'll go ahead and slip that in my pocket. There's an organization that I've kind of given a couple plugs to, Saving Grace.
Uh-huh.
I don't. It's a local organization that takes in girls that have been in the foster program, but they're ages between like 18 and 25. But anyways, I
Yeah.
was talking to one of the gals at the last Win networking luncheon I went to, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you do this." I was like, "I would love." She told me that there's girls there that don't know how to cook with anything but a microwave.
I can
Like they
believe that.
come I
Yeah.
was I I was kind of blown away a little bit, and I'm not for sure why, but I was. And I was like, "So they don't know how to use like they don't know what utensils are, they don't know anything?" And she's like, "No." She's like, I'm like, "So they don't know how to peel a potato or, boil potatoes?" And she's like, "A lot of them just don't." So I'm trying to do a little bit of volunteering and I want to go help those girls do some of those basics. And I told her, I said, "I'm not a professional. I'm not a chef. I don't have any of that. But what I do know is I had a grandma, two grandmas, and a mom, that showed me these things. And I would love to pass down some of that. And I'm left handed. So please don't, I don't want nobody doing exactly how I do my techniques. But, I'm real. I'm not professional. I'm just one of these, just a lady that in our house that loves to share. And I really wanted to show people how to cook some of this stuff because they could be planting it. I don't know. You could plant it anywhere. Even if you just had like a little pot, you could grow a tomato plant.
Exactly. What? I don't, yeah, you don't need all this space to grow stuff. I mean, yeah, if you want to be growing like corn or, mountains of melons or whatever, then yeah, you need
Right.
space. But if you just want to, you can put tomatoes in containers, you can put peppers in containers, all the lettuces, all the herbs, they'll all grow in containers. You can do beans in containers. Heck, I even just for the heck of it, I saw what was it? Um, Corn, but it was like small corn, like kind of like the corn you see in Chinese stuff. It didn't grow much bigger than that.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
and I
those little
actually,
ones.
uh-huh, and it actually didn't grow much bigger than that. And I grew that in a pot. I grew the moringa in a pot. Um, I had pink celery last year. because I was like, pink celery, what's that? That's got to be weird. So I grew that in a pot. You can grow almost anything in a container. If you've got a
Hmm.
window or a porch or any place where you can get some light on it, yeah, just go grow
Just
something.
go for it. Um, and it, a lot of pots are expensive. If you go to like to the store and you actually buy, the actual pots,
Uh-huh.
but there's two things. You can go to the Dollar Tree. They've got plenty of pots for $1.50. Or what I do is like if I buy like a seedling that's already started, a starter plant,
Uh-huh.
or even if I just go to Hobby Lot or excuse me, not Hobby Lobby, but Home Depot or Lowe's, you can find those in like their trash cans, but they're those black containers that everything comes in. I've used those to do as pots because I don't want to go buy pots all the
Oh,
time.
oh yeah. And I save, yeah, if I buy seedlings somewhere, I save all those pots because you're right. They make great little starter pots. And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
And
know.
you
I
don't
just,
even need to have like professional soil. A lot of people think that you have to have the soil from the store. Well, as long as it's not clayish, as long as it absorbs water, it's not clayish or not sandy, most of the time you can plant in it.
yeah. And I've read, oh, I've seen like garden, what are they called? It was I don't want to say garden book because no, but it was a kind of, it was like a, I don't want to say survival book either. It was like a, I don't know, homestead book maybe or sustainable. Anyway, it was showing you, okay, you don't even need pots. They were showing how they put a board like a trellis and then they stapled like Ziploc bags to the board
Oh,
and then and poked holes in it so that water would run through and they were actually planting beans and things in those Ziploc bags so that they would climb up the trellis. I was like, well, that's freaking cool.
have
So,
you tried that?
I have not, but I was just looking at it going, well, that's kind of neat. And they were um, doing the same thing along a fence line. They hung the same thing, the plastic bags on a fence and
Hmm.
were using the fence as a trellis. And then they were using just poking holes in the bottoms of all different kinds of things. She had some flowers growing in a pair of boots sitting on her front
Oh,
porch.
yeah.
The
That's
boots were
super
old, so
cute.
she just punched holes in the soles of her boots that were she didn't wear anymore and was using that as I admit I did try that and it actually did work. Okay. It's probably only good for about one season. You're going to get one season out of it because by the time you filled the boots full of dirt and then soaked them inside with water and everything, but still, it was 1 year. I didn't have to go buy a flower pot to put my flowers in. I grew them in a pair of old boots, and so
I
it was
love
pretty
that
cool.
idea. I've seen it on Pinterest, that the
So,
boot, like hanging rubber boots or
uh-huh.
whatever, and you put them on your
Yeah.
fence and you can use them as flower pots or
Yeah.
whatever. The season, was it 2 years ago? It was before the tornado. I was using pellets. I was using pallets as my planter. So what I would do is I take the pallet
Uh-huh.
and in the slats, I would fill those all with dirt. And I think at least one time I took like a piece of tarp and I kind of stapled it so it would have like some barriers so the dirt wouldn't just fall out. But I would fill those slats full of dirt, and that's how I grew tomatoes.
I've seen pallet gardens. I was
Yeah,
gonna
I wouldn't.
I was gonna do
I
one year, and
I
then
would not
the
advise
person,
tomatoes
yeah.
though.
Why not? What's wrong with
They
tomatoes?
They don't grow deep. Like
Oh,
they
okay.
don't, it's not deep enough. So, but my herbs did really good. And then like lettuce, the greens do really good in pellet growing.
I'll have to try it. I was gonna do it 1 year, and then the person that I was gonna get the pallets from forgot to save them for me. So I was like, but
Never mind. Well, if you ever need pellets, let me know. I'm a pallet girl. I got lots of pallets. I paint them, I decorate them. I use them as plant stands. I do everything with pallets.
huh, where do you get them?
My husband's work.
Ah, my
Yeah, so if
husband
you
can
ever need
find them.
pallets, he's got the small ones. I'd say they're probably like 3 by 3. And then
Uh-huh.
of course I got the bigger ones too.
Cool.
And I keep looking that way because they're actually right there and they're painted. So like I have one orange one, a teal one, a yellow one, a red one, and then I kind of organize them and they actually are my plant stands in the summer.
Cool. I may
Yeah.
need to remember you. I think I have all the stuff I need to plant this year, but I may remember
I,
you. I'll be like, no, wait, Meg says she's got pallets.
I got whatever. Do you I got those cable wire spools, those big spools too.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I got one of those in the backyard and I stained it. And that was another plant holder because I had all my herbs like my lavender and I grew opal basil last year. Um, so I had all this fragrant stuff on top of my table so my dogs wouldn't mess with it because they like to eat that stuff, I found out.
Yeah, I know. I've lost a couple plants that I had now. Now that I have the new puppy, I've lost a couple plants to him already where he was trying to get up there and get to them and tip them over and
How does he
tore
find them?
them.
He's blind. Does he use his little sniffer?
He is not blind. They
Oh, he's
thought he
not.
was. No, they thought he was, but he just had an eye infection. So he's not blind, which is
Hey.
I'm kind of I mean, I'm glad that he's not blind, but in a way because now yes he's an Australian Shepherd, which is a really high energy dog to begin with, and he's in his puppy stage, and so and he's already he's maybe I want to say maybe 9, 10 weeks. No, well, he's probably 12 weeks by now. So he's about 3 months old, and he's already bigger than the full-grown Chihuahuas. And they're torn between one minute we really like having a playmate kind of our size, and then no, we don't like this dog at all. So so it's
Hmm.
made for some interesting moments.
Well, you said I have to take my dogs for a walk, and I was like, is she taking her blind dog for a walk in like a little basket or so like he's got a little cane, but we haven't talked since you got him, so
Yeah, no, he is not blind, and like and he's a herd dog, so so we have that because now he's got to always be around the other dogs, which is the other thing they don't like. They have been the center of attention for 3 years because the boys are 3 years old, and so they have been the center of attention for 3 years, and all of a sudden now we've got this big goofy, still in puppy stages, so he's kind of clumsy, and he wants to play because he's a puppy, and he's like I said, he's a herd dog, so he wants everybody there. Okay, he's
he
like
wants them all collected.
right where sometimes I'll notice like one of the boys will be upstairs in his bed upstairs, and the other one will be downstairs in his little bed downstairs, and they're good with that, and but no, he wants everybody like right there, and he's totally happy when all of us, dad, mom, we're all on the couch together, and then he'll lay down and go to sleep, and it's like I understand that this is your thing, this is your these are your things that you need to herd, but I've never had a herd dog before, so it's been a little bit they do behave differently than other dogs, and it's just kind of fun. But when I'm trying to get stuff done, it's like having a 2-year-old in the house again. So it's like,
Oh yeah, because they move fast and they're like, like they're just everywhere.
mhm. So
Do they get along with your other two dogs? Because I had one and he was really good, but there was only, I guess some people have problems with those dogs.
they're getting along pretty well. Like I said, some days they're learning their places. I mean, they're learning their places. They play now. It's fun. I'll watch them. The littlest Chihuahua and the Aussie will be outside just romping around the yard, just chasing each other, running as fast as they can go. And then all of a sudden, the Chihuahua will just stop, and the little Shepherd will just trip all over himself, trying not to plow into him. And it's just funny. I mean, they're just racing. They're just it's funny to watch because they're just running flat out, and still Kai the Chihuahua is still faster than he is, which is because he's so clumsy because he's got these big floppy paws and he's so clumsy. He's trying so and I never have the camera with me. It's like I should record this. This would be funny. People would love it. I'd get engagement now.
That's
But
funny. Dogs are quite entertaining.
oh, they are. My dog reels get all kinds of views. I should
Do
go into
they?
the dog. Should go into the dog business. I don't know what I would do though.
Yeah, I've got two. I've got a little miniature, a mini dachshund, and she's going on 10. Yeah, she's going on 10. And then I've got a what is he? Well, he was supposed to be a husky mix, but I think he's like a husky terrier mix, to be honest with you, with a little something. I don't know. He's all kinds of stuff, but he's almost 8, but he acts like he's 2.5-year-old human boy. He's I can't, he's too much. He's a lot. But they entertain me because we've got neighbors with a dog and they run the fence line, right? Well, the big dog, Bruno Mars, he can run that whole fence line. Miss Molly May and her little legs, she gets halfway point and she's like, oh crap, he's coming. I got to hurry back and beat him. So she goes here, he goes all the way here, and then he comes back and she's like, whoop, I got to hurry up. But she can't go all the way to the fence. It's pretty funny watching her try. She tried, but nope, she just doesn't have the legs.
Yep. We should do it. I watch all these. Who do I see? Lou the Chi-Chi and Tiny Cedric and Morty the Misfit are like the three little dog videos that I watch all the time. And I'm just looking at, especially Lou the Chi-Chi because she's such a little fashionista. I mean, seriously, she's got her own little clothing line and everything. And I'm looking at all this stuff and I'm looking at my two going, yeah, okay, I can see this happening. No. They'd
No,
be
no,
looking at
so
me like,
much.
you want us to do what? Are you in high, mom? Yeah, we're not doing that.
Do you dress
So,
them up in clothes?
not usually for special occasions I have. So, I have for special occasions, but the only time they get
My
really dressed up is wintertime because it's too cold. So, yeah, they have their little boots and sweaters for the winter. But I've dressed them up for like Halloween and a couple other things, but no, I don't. They won't leave them on. I've tried. I've tried. I was going to be that person that had little chihuahuas in their little sweaters and everything. And yeah, they were like, yeah, we're not wearing this, mom. I don't know where you got these, but you can just take them right back. We are not wearing them.
That's funny. That's how my Molly May is, the little wiener dog. She's like a tomboy. She doesn't want to be prissed. She don't like to be prissy. She doesn't like any like I put her in a sweater, even though she has no, she's little. But this is what she does. Like, what are you doing? And she might walk really slow. I'm like, screw it. Just do your business and
Yeah.
hurry up and get back in before your feet freeze.
Well, that's the only reason I put them. I tried the first winter, the really bad winter when it was like 25 below. I didn't have boots for them yet, and I let them. They had to go outside, and I got some boots, and I tried to put them on, and they were not going to wear those boots. They were tearing them off just as fast as I could get them on. I'd get them on one dog, and the other dog would be ripping them off while I was putting them on the second one. So I was finally like, okay, fine, just go outside, like you said, go outside, do your thing, come right back in. So I let him go, and the littlest one, Kai, actually his feet did get hurt. I went back in the
Oh,
house and I could hear him just yipping like, and I went racing outside and he was just standing there lifting up his little feet and just crying. So I was like, okay, you got to wear the boots, guys. You got to wear the boots. So, but then I discovered a great trick, which I never thought of. Oh my God, it was like, how genius is this? So in a Chihuahua mom group. Yes, I belong to a Chihuahua mom group. Okay.
did you see
I
my
have
mouth drop right when you said that? I was like, what?
Yeah, I have become that person. Okay,
Oh
I've
my
become that
Lanta.
person. I'm in a Chihuahua Grand Group, but no, it was a good idea. She lays down like a tarp when she knows the snow's coming. She lays down a tarp, and then when the snow stops, you just go
Oh,
pull up the tarp, and you have grass for your dogs.
Oh,
And I
that's
was like,
genius.
how genius is this? Because yeah, that year with the snow, I mean, I tried taking them outside and they're just like, Mom, we can't, the snow's deeper than we are. Okay, we can't even get our little legs up to it. So it's like, okay, this is not good. And we did find a couple of like by walking around. We have a really big, big piece of property. So by walking around, we'd find a couple places where there was sheltered by trees or something where there wasn't so much snow and they could get in there and go. But this is genius. We did that this year. We just laid down the tarp and then when the snow was all over, we just picked it up and it was like grass. They were just looking at me like, "Wow, Mom, this is good. This is good stuff."
That's
So
genius. That's
I
really
know,
smart.
I know.
I when we just had our last big storm, I was out there pretty frequently making sure there was a big spot because but boy howdy that ice that came with it. I don't know how you got that tarp up.
We did not get that ice. I don't. We're
Oh,
lucky.
you
I don't.
didn't?
No, we did not get the ice.
Oh man, it was crazy. It was crazy ice, but luckily I had salt. And I know salt and dog paws don't go very well together, so I did it pretty sparingly in the front or in the back where they are. But it worked. It melted that ice really, really fast.
And look how quickly we got off the conversation of burritos and sauce and now we're talking about
Right.
dogs.
And we were talking about farmers markets too.
I know, and now we're talking about dogs. But that's what makes
That's
these
what
fun. That's what makes these fun. That's why I love these as opposed to, I have the other show where we do the formal interviews and it's like, and I have my little solo show and those are okay. Those are good, but they're so, it's like I ask you questions. How did you get started in doing this? What made you decide you wanted to do that? Where did the name Moxie May come? And they're good. They're good. They have their place, but they're frankly, they can be a little boring sometimes.
I
Okay.
was just gonna say that kind of sounds boring when you actually said it out loud. I'm like, ugh, okay. Maybe that's because I repeated myself like 1,000 times, but yeah, I'd much rather I'm just a fluid talker more than a topic talker.
Yeah, these are my favorite ones to do. I love them. I used to do this thing called Jammy Chats. I think I told you, where we would actually be in our pajamas. And I had a friend. She's the Martini Diva is her business, and she makes craft martinis. And she would like teach how to make the martini of the week. And we'd be sitting there in our jammies with our martinis and our little martini glasses, and we'd be talking about who knows what. And it was all a live stream at that time, so we would anybody who wanted to jump on and be part of the conversation, was like, okay, you were limited then because it was Facebook Live, so I think you could bring up like to like two people on a Facebook Live back in those days, and we would just have the best times. And then of course Facebook did away with the ability to invite people to your lives, and then they did away with all kinds of other things and we stopped doing them. And everybody was asking me, when are you going to start doing, now that you have your podcast, are you ever going to do the jammy chats again? And I kept thinking about it and I was like, those were so much fun. I don't want to do the jammy thing though, because that did make some people feel. I had a few people turn me down when I said, come on and hop on, because they're like, I don't want to be on camera in my pajamas. And I get that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
get that. I mean, I was a guest on one from a guy that does the same thing, only he calls his bathrobes moments, and that's the whole thing. You're both there in your bathrobes. So the day I was on his show, and I'm sitting there in my bathrobe, like, this is kind of weird.
Right?
So yeah, so
Uh-huh.
yeah, so I got that. So I was like, okay, but we can still do the very informal, chatty, talk about whatever comes up kind of conversations. We just don't have to be in our jammies. So that works.
Hey, I'm
And we
down with
can
the no jammies thing. Yeah,
but
I'm
still,
I'm good.
no bathrobes. Maybe
No,
still does.
I don't even have a bathrobe.
Did I think I
I
had to go buy one. When he asked me to be on his show, I was like, yeah, I'm with you. I was like, I don't have a bathrobe. I get up and I get dressed. So what do I need a bathrobe for? I
yeah.
get up and I get dressed.
My friend
So,
bought me a moo like a fuzzy moo thingy. Like it's got a
oh,
hood and it goes all the way down, you know? It's like long and it's got like little pockets.
I
Do you
love
know what I'm
moo.
talking about?
Yeah, I miss, oh, I love moo. I miss my moo. They're so comfortable. Man, when
My
I first
grandma
moved
lived
to,
in her moo I'm pretty sure.
when I first moved to Hawaii and I was watching all these women running, and I'm like, why would you wear a moo? Because I thought they were kind of tacky looking because I mean, they're not
They
exactly
are.
stylish. They're not exactly stylish. And I'm like, why? And then I bought one just for the heck of it to see, and I'm like, oh my God.
It's freeing, right? I think
They're
that's a good
so
term.
comfortable. I
Like,
know.
ah, it's free.
They're so comfortable.
I wonder
I had
how
a
many
bunch.
I wonder how many people in this new generation know what a moo is.
Look it up. MUU. Look it up. Google or chat or whatever
Moo.
you use. Yeah.
They're probably looking at
MUU.
they're probably looking up like a cow moo.
No, not MOO. MUU. Moo is actually how it's
Moo.
pronounced.
Yeah,
Yeah,
moo
moo is how
moo.
it's pronounced. Moo. So look it up. And then you'll understand when we're like, oh my God,
Right.
I need these in my life. I need more of these in my life. Okay.
Yeah. Man, we'd be
Especially
hot to
here.
trot. We'd be hot to trot if we were starting to walk out, taking our dogs out in our moos.
Well, especially, can you imagine when it gets to be like 110 degrees here? Put
Gosh.
your moo on.
It's sticking to you. That's what it would do.
No, it'd be nice. It'd be so cool. And, you'd have the breeze instead of
That's
jeans and
true.
shirt. And yeah, if I could buy some here. My sister did not move back with us right away. She stayed over there when because she came to visit us and never left. She came to visit us in Hawaii when we were living there. And she's like, oh, I love it here. I'm never leaving.
And she
But she
literally
did.
just stayed.
She
That's
did stay.
funny.
Eventually they did move back. They did move back to the mainland because it is kind of pricey over there. But
Oh, yeah.
I should like well she's when you're going to visit because her husband has family there still. So I'm like, next time you go visit, stock me up on some moo. Go
Right. They
shopping,
make
bring me
him.
some back.
There's so many different patterns, though. They're kind of scary. Like, like, do you go floral? Do you go one with dogs on it? Do you stripes, solid print, lace?
As long as you're not wearing one that matches your husband's little flowery Hawaiian shirt. Those
That's
couples used to
horrible.
crack me up. Well, I'm sorry. Those couples used to crack me up. You'd see them, you'd go to the swap meet or something and you'd see them, these little couples. She'd be in her little flowery moo and he'd have on a matching little Hawaiian, aloha shirt. And you'd just be laughing. Just like, I would look at my husband. He's don't even think about it. I said, you're not going to get him. You're not going to get one to match mine. Come on.
I'd be like, we're not going to sock hop. We don't need a match. Like you, we're good. That's funny. I think my grandma, if I remember, she always had ones that like crinkled. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they kind of like cinched at the top or something.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah.
I think that's it. Or it was lace or something.
I think probably, yeah, probably lace. I've seen a lot of
Was
lace
it
ones
light?
with the
Was
lace
lace
around
like they
the,
have the like
yeah.
the yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
think
have
that's
like the
what it
lace
was.
around. Yeah. Yeah.
I could do without the lace because that makes me itchy. Just do one flower pattern. I'm golden.
And then you could,
We're gonna bring him back.
that's it. We're gonna bring Aloha style back. They have, a couple of Hawaiian food places around here. I've been dying to go and try them. It's like, do you really have island cuisine? Uh, Or do you
That's
have like
interesting.
pseudo island cuisine? Okay. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Mexican here. It's like, do you really have Mexican food here? Or is it American Mexican food? For the
Right.
most part,
Or
it's American Mexican
Tex-Mex.
food. Yeah. Well, Tex-Mex is good. That's not bad, but I love these, where can you get real Mexican food in Arkansas? Because I also belong to a foodie group. And that's always the question. Where can you get real Mexican food in Arkansas? And the general consensus is you can't. There isn't
Or
any.
it's go to Big Burrito. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is not real Mexican food. It's Mexican food. It's not Mexican food,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
it's Americanized. It's yeah, it's Americanized the Mexican food. It's exactly what it is. So I
Yeah.
don't know if there's any place around here that does really good Mexican food. If anybody knows of a
Uh,
place.
there the over on 8th, there's like a it's not a tortilleria, I don't think. I think it's just maybe a Mexican grocery store. But I think they have authentic like burritos in there and stuff.
Hmm, I'm gonna try that. I'll check that out. But
Yeah,
if anybody listening knows a place to get good, real Mexican food, please comment. Please comment because we're both looking.
except for breakfast burritos, then you can just,
Yeah, yeah,
I
don't
got
just
you.
forget the breakfast brew. I don't know that that's a real Mexican thing anyway, though. Is it? I don't think so. Breakfast
Somebody
burritos, I
called
think that.
it somebody called it Tex-Mex, but I don't know. I mean, I have family members and friends that are like, this is really good Mexican burrito. But you know, I've also had people tell me that no, that they're not Mexican. It's not Mexican. It's more Tex-Mex because of the chilies. Because my chilies aren't from Mexico. They're from Hatch chilies are from New Mexico and the other ones are from Pueblo. So I guess technically it's not really Mexican, but
So you do get your Pueblo chilies from Colorado, but do you actually get the Hatch chilies from New Mexico?
they're jarred. So they're pre-jarred. The Hatch chilies are, but they're from New Mexico. Yeah,
Where do you get them? I love
I
Hatch
have to
chilies.
I have to order them. I have to order them off of Amazon.
Okay, Amazon. Of course, Amazon. Okay. If you
That's the
can't get it
only
on Amazon, you probably didn't really need it to begin with.
right. But it's a very specific kind. I don't do any mixes that have any type of other peppers in it. The brand
Uh-huh.
is very specific. Um, and I just won't change it. I won't ever change it. So I don't know what's gonna happen if I run out of Hatch chilies or Pueblo chilies. Like I'm screwed.
My,
I'm
my
just
whole
screwed.
business just went up in smoke because I can't get my
Right?
chilies anymore. All
Well, what
right,
happened
now
to
I am
Moxie
gonna have
Megs?
to. No chilies. All right, now I am gonna have to try to grow them. I may have
Okay,
to
I want to see if you can do this.
see if
Because
we
then
can
I'll
make
buy
it work.
chilies from you.
I love Hatch
Seriously.
chilies. Hatch chilies are like they're my favorite. I love them. There's nothing like a
Oh,
good green chili burger made with the Hatch chilies. Oh,
oh yeah, fantastico. I totally agree with you on that one. Especially if you put a slab of cream cheese on with it.
now I've never had it with cream cheese. Hmm,
What? Yeah.
never had
You
it
need
with
to
cream
put
cheese.
like a little thing of cream cheese, top that with the Hatch chili, and make sure it's the spicy Hatch chili, and boom, it is phenomenal on a burger.
Hmm, cream cheese. That's a new one. I've never tried that. Huh.
Yeah, it's
I
it's fantastic.
yeah, I usually use like cheddar, but cream cheese.
Oh, try cream
Okay.
cheese. It makes it creamy.
Ooh. Okay. Now you got me. Now you got me thinking. I just happen to have some. I don't have any Hatch chilies, but I just happen to have some cream cheese and some ground beef in the Hatch chilies.
You could
I'll have to
always go
keep
buy
my.
a can of chilies from Walmart or something. They have like the little cans.
Do they have the Hatch chilies? I don't ever buy
N-
much of that. I don't.
Not the last time I looked, but Whole Foods might have some now.
Oh yeah, Whole Foods is open now, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, Whole Foods is open. I went to the one in Fayetteville, and when they opened, and I wasn't impressed, to be honest.
It's
Okay,
just overpriced organic
so I
food
haven't
and
really.
produce.
Yeah, so I haven't really looked at the one up here yet much. So, because I'm afraid it's going to be just like the one in Fayetteville. But yeah, if you want some different things that you can't get at Walmart, or that might be a source, I guess. I'll have to go check. They might have Hatch chilies.
I know
Good.
Harps actually has chilies, but they're seasonal. They do it for like a week. They actually have a chili roaster because I wanted to use it. I was going to pay to like lease it for a minute. They're like, sorry, we only bring it out once a year and it's in the far back of our warehouse. I was like, okay, never mind. But so I do know, but it's seasonal.
Harps, though, you wouldn't have thought harps. I mean, that's
No,
kind of weird.
I,
That's kind of a weird thing for.
it is. It's very weird, but yeah, I that's what I found out. So I actually called Harps Corporate and I talked to somebody over there about it. But they're like, sorry, it's in the back of our warehouse in the corner because we only do it once a year. And I'm like, I know they're seasonal. I know this, but I just wanted to borrow your roaster.
Yeah. We don't want the peppers. We just want the roaster. Okay.
I just want the roaster, man. So I ended up smoking mine. 15 bushels I put on my husband's smoker.
But it worked.
It did
Yeah.
work. But
Because
by God, I know this next time I'm gonna have to do any probably 30 bushel. I gotta get a roaster. That
is
was
it that much bigger?
insane.
Is that much bigger?
Oh yeah.
I've
It's like, I mean, I could put it, it's like a canister like this big around. And I don't know, you can get them anywhere from 3 foot to 6 foot long. And you
hmm,
just put those babies in there and you just rotate and rotate. It takes no time at all.
huh. Yeah, I've never roasted. I mean, the there's two of us, and he does not eat any kind of chilies or anything. So I'm roasting one or maybe two chilies.
Oh,
Just yeah, it's not a big
well, the
deal.
next time I roast chilies, I'll roast some chilies for you. For
So
you.
yeah. So yeah, I don't need a roaster, so I've never really seen one because it's like I don't yeah,
Yeah.
cooking for
They're
me.
they're intense. Like you go in Colorado during chili season, you'll
Hmm.
see everybody out with their roasters and almost in front of every Walmart. At least two or three Walmarts in an area. And they're just out there loading bags, gallon bags full of chilies for people to take home.
Ooh,
It's amazing. That's what
and
I wanted to see when I was here. Hence the reason Moxie sauce, because it's not here and I wanted it so bad.
you would think we're so close. I mean, well, no, we're not really close to New Mexico, but we're so close to Texas. You would think, but Hatch chilies are kind of a New Mexico thing. So,
Yep.
but
Yeah. It's
But you would think with they're kind of Tex-Mexy though, so you would think that being this close to Texas, you would be able to get some.
you would
You
think
would think.
so. I don't know. It wasn't, they weren't here. That's how, that's how I got going with it. And the only
Well,
reason I found Pueblo chilies, I don't know if I told you this, is because I went to one of the first win meetings when I first started Moxie Makes, and I happened to be sitting at the same table right next to a gal who is from her nephew grows Pueblo chilies. Of all people I could have sat next to.
well, there you go. See,
And
those are the
now her
things that I
nephew is
think.
my source.
There you go. See, it was meant to be. Those are the things that people are like, how do you know? How do you know? Because I always tell people, you'll know. You will know when you're on the right path. You will know when what you're doing is the right thing. It's like, how do you know? That's how you know.
That's how
Okay.
you know. Yeah.
When you actually meet somebody, they're like, "Oh, I have exactly the thing that you need to do the thing that you want. Here you go."
Yes. It was crazy. And she's like, you know what? Actually, I have some in my freezer. So she was my supply for the first sector of me doing Moxie Megs. So I was so blessed to have met her. And now she's been a customer of mine from the beginning. But now I just use her nephew. And, now I have her nephew and I don't have to take her chilies from her anymore.
So yeah, so if you're wondering, because people always hear me talking about serendipity and synchronicity and all those words, and they're like, what? That's how you know
That's
when
it.
thing when you're on your right path, things just kind of, I don't know, they just kind of fall in place and line up for you. And I know people look at me like, when did you get all woo and weird? But I've seen it, I've seen it happening too many times in my own business and in people that I know in their businesses. Things just kind of, they just fall into place. You meet the right people, the doors that open.
It's when those times when you're trying to make something happen, like you're going against the grain, you're being tenacious, and then You're like, why isn't it working? It's not supposed to work.
This is not your thing. Took me a
Yeah,
long time to figure that out. Took me a
me
very long
too.
time to figure that out. It's like, this is not my thing.
Yeah, I
And
tried to make that corporate world work for years. I tried to go up the ladder. I tried to be happy. I pushed my booty through trying to make it through. Nope. I was pushing too hard. I was trying to make it something happen that it wasn't supposed to be.
then one day everything just starts falling into place and you're like, oh, this is my thing. Okay. Yeah,
Whoa. Yeah,
this is now my thing. And it's so, I don't know, it's kind of freeing is the only word when you suddenly sit here and go, this is my thing. And sometimes it's the thing that you never even expected. Okay.
right.
If you'd have told me even a year ago that I would have had a very growing podcast and now basically a media network, and we've got the podcast, we've got TV shows coming, and we've got, we've got the speakers bureau, and we've got the publishing company. And if you had told me that even a year ago I'd be doing this, I would have looked at you and said, are you insane? I'm a
Right. Are you
social, yeah,
crazy?
I'm a social media marketing agency. That's what I do. And I hated it. Oh my God, I hated it. I hated every minute of it. But it made money. So it's like, this is my thing. And then, it's like, well, no, it took a few little things to fall in my lap and go, oh no, this is my thing. Okay. Who knew?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's actually what I spoke about yesterday when I was telling you about the job. I'm like, find your joy. Like, find what, if it's not joy, find what you're needing to make sense of what you're wanting. Like, if you want to go be rich, well, it's going
go
to
be
take a
rich.
minute. Go be
Yeah.
rich. But for me, I need to have joy and peace in my life. And Moxie Mix has done that for me. And I think, your Rebel Tribe and all the stuff that you're doing, I think it's filling your bucket too.
Oh yeah. I've never had so much fun in making money in my life, to be honest. I mean, it's just we just have fun. We just, we're just having fun. We're just, and I
I want
guarantee
to
you,
enjoy my life.
people are going to watch this, and the people are going to chime in on the Tex-Mex stuff because they're going to be like, no, there's real Mexican food in Arkansas. No, there's not.
They will.
Okay, no, there's not.
No, there's not. Did you
and
know that?
and people will chime in about the boots on the Chihuahuas and how mean I was to not put boots on them right away. And everybody will have an opinion, but that's okay. I mean, that's okay. Just don't be hateful, because if you're hateful, I will just delete you and go about my day. So, but
Right.
but uh, it's just fun. We just have fun.
Just fun.
Well, girl, I thank you for bringing all of your chaos
Hey, I got more.
and your burritos. I need to get more of those, by the way. So
Okay.
thank you for that. Yeah, we need to hook up for coffee or something again, because I need burritos. I'm almost out of sauce.
I think we
So
need to talk seeds too, because I got some seeds and stuff I'm wanting to plant. Farmers market's
okay.
coming up. We're going to have to get together anyway.
I know, I know. When's it open? I forget. Usually it's usually in April, like that
It's
very
it's
first
coming
week.
up.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. It's coming.
I'm pretty sure it's here in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's usually like the first or second weekend in April. As soon as it starts getting warm enough that everybody's, of course, it is Arkansas, so
You
it's
just
what do
never
we
know.
say? It's like 80 today, and it's going to be like 20 on Monday, and hopefully that's the last. Hopefully, although I'm concerned because it's after that it looks like it's back up in the 80s again. So usually, if it's going to be 80 in March and April, that means we're going to be sitting on the front porch of hell in July and August.
That's
So
what I told somebody yesterday. I'm like, it's going to be hotter than a mo this summer. I just have this feeling too, but we'll see.
yeah, it's going to be bad. But anyway, thank you so much. I love these
Thank you.
conversations, because they just remind people that building a life, building a business, having a podcast, it doesn't have to look like everyone else's. We can do whatever the heck we want. So,
100%. But thank you for having me.
and thank you for being here. And yes,
Sure.
let me know when you're available. Let's have coffee and burritos.
Okay. I can make it happen.
All righty, girl. Talk to
All
you
right.
later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.